And the first question you have to ask here is, are mashed potatoes a liquid or a solid? Which is a surprisingly tricky question, because they will fill the container that they're in, which is kind of, the main, qualification for being a liquid generally. But they're definitely, if you, hold some up, they're not going to drip. So what are they? And this is actually a question that the TSA ran into back in 2008. There was a situation at security check at Chicago O'Hare Airport in 2008 where someone had brought a container of mashed potatoes. And the TSA said they had to take them because they were a liquid and it was more than 3.4 ounces. And eventually, of course, the TSA won and they stole their mashed potatoes.
and ate it for lunch.
I have to imagine they did, right?
Yeah.
What do you do? You have to eat the mashed potatoes, yeah? There's no question.
Otherwise, it's a waste of food otherwise.
Right, it just seems wrong.
I mean, it's like how they drink all the liquids that they confiscate. You can't just throw out that bottled water.
Oh, yeah. I really hope that the person who was doing it, asked them straight up if they thought the mashed potatoes were a security threat. And the TSA agent had to, confront that question.
Did they not give the guy the option to eat the mashed potatoes before going through?
I mean, they probably did. But so imagine you had, a quart container of mashed potatoes. Would you just, if you have a flight in half an hour, would you just house a quart of mashed potatoes while standing in line, just, maintain eye contact with a TSA agent? Because now that I said it, I probably would.
Yeah, I've seen crazier things at the airport. Even normal things. I took a flight at, I think it was a 9:00 flight, so I was at the airport 8:15 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And the Popeyes had a line out the fucking door. I'm like, who is
They do have breakfast sandwiches, I think. They have chicken on a biscuit that you can get. I think it might be specifically an airport thing, but I have seen that.
Is that what it is? Because I was so confused. I'm like, my body's barely ready for this fruit smoothie I'm getting over here. But how could I even stomach fried chicken and fries right now? I would die.
I mean, chicken and waffles is a thing. They probably have a chicken and waffles thing.
Right? They might actually. I'm not sure.
8 in the morning's a little early for chicken and waffles.
In no time, it's too early for chicken and waffles. Anyway, yeah. So technically, I looked into it. Mashed potatoes are actually a gel, which is technically a solid, but gels are weird. They're actually mostly liquid by weight, but they behave like a solid when they're at a steady state, and then can take on liquid characteristics when they're disturbed. So hair gel is like this, where, if you tip over a thing of hair gel, it's not going to pour out, but you can obviously peel off some, technically a soft contact lens is actually a gel. It's there's a certain kind where they evaporate the water out and it takes on a more solid state.
I don't like the idea that contact lenses fall in the same category as mashed potatoes.
Well, yeah, that's kind of a little unsettling, but whatever. But yeah, gels basically it is mostly liquid, but there is a 3-dimensional cross-linked lattice network of solids within it that hold it together. So in this case, the potato is the solid, obviously, and the milk/butter/various greases are the liquid.
That was a clip from Absurd Hypotheticals, the podcast where I answer dumb hypothetical questions. For the full episode, click on the link in the description.